We're working with the distributive property. So the distributive property, what does it mean to distribute? Jordan?
To take it off of something and put it on something else.
Okay. Can anyone think of a job that somebody distributes something? Nico?
A bank?
What do they distribute?
Money?
Okay, so a bank distributes money. What else? Jordan?
I think it means a gift.
Okay, I'm looking for a job that does something. Nico?
Store?
Like what kind of store?
Market?
Okay, what do they distribute?
Food?
Food. Okay, what's something else? Jordan?
Some stores distribute toys.
Cesar, why are you talking? Okay, so some stores distribute toys. What else? How many of you get mail at home?
Money?
Okay. So doesn't the mailman have to go to every house to distribute the mail? Okay. Or like a UPS driver or FedEx driver, they have to go to each house. So when you think of distribute, you're handing something out. Okay. So when we're looking at distributive property, we're going to hand out a number. So if I look at 2 parentheses 7 plus 4. So this 2 needs to be distributed. So I need to take it to the 7, and I also need to take it to the 4. So when I'm distributing it, these parentheses make it multiplication. So when I distribute it, I'm taking 2 times 7, keeping this plus sign, so plus, Adrian, 2 times 4. So the number on the outside gets distributed to each number in the inside, and I multiply it. Then I'm going to add my answers together. So what is 2 times 7? 14. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 2 times 4? 8. So 14 plus 8? 22. So that would be my answer. Alright? But not all the time am I going to have numbers there. I may have letters. So if I have 8 parentheses x plus 3. So I have to take this 8 and distribute it to the x and to the 3. And I need to multiply it. So I'm taking 8 times x. But I don't know what x is. Okay? So when I write it, I'm going to write it as just 8x. Because when I write a number with a letter right next to it, it means to multiply. Okay? Keeping this plus sign the same still. Now I have to take the 8 times the 3. So what's 8 times 3? 24. So I can solve that. That would be my final answer. Because I cannot combine these. Because this has an x and this one does not. Okay? So I don't want to see 32x. You can't combine those. They're not the same. Okay? Let's try another one. 5 parentheses x plus 9. So what do I need to do first?
5 into x and 9. 5x.
Okay, so I need to draw my arrows. So what operation am I doing between the 5 and the x?
Times.
Timesing. So how do I write it?
5x.
5x, then what do I write? Plus what?
9.
Not just 9. Look at my arrow.
Oh, 5 times 9 is 45.
5 times 9 is 45. Can I combine it?
Nope.
No, so that would be my final answer. Okay? That is the most common mistake, exactly what Nico did. He just tried to put a 9 there. You have to remember, you have to take 5 times 9, write that answer down there. Okay? I'm going to give you one to try, and then we're going to check it. So, 2 parentheses x plus 3. I'm going to give you about a minute to do it. And then we're going to check it. Bless you. Hey, check with your neighbor, see if they got what you got. Does anybody agree with your partner? Raise your hand if you agree with your partner. Nobody agreed with their partner's answer? Ryan and Terrence, do you guys agree? What'd you guys get? 2x plus 6. That should be your answer. How many of you got that? Stand up if you got it.
I got it the second time.
Okay, those of you that did not get it, do you see what you did wrong?
No. Yeah.
Go ahead and sit back down. Those of you that got it wrong, do you need me to explain anything?
No.
You got it right, Chad.
Oh, because he copied it. I copied him.
Okay, so with the distributive property, it can be used more than just this. There may be times that you need to find the answer to a multiplication problem, and instead of working it all out, you can use the distributive property. So let's say I want to figure out what 9 times 44 is. How many of you want to try doing 9 times 44 in your head?
No.
I don't want to. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
You probably could do it faster than all.
Okay. So, I know, he owes me lunch. Just sit back at the table. So if I look at the number 44, I want to break down that number 44 into 2 numbers that are easier to work with. So I need to think of, Jordan, if I see it again, you owe me lunch tomorrow. So think of 2 numbers that add together that equal 44. 2 numbers that add together that equal 44. Not multiplied, Jessiel. Add. Something easier than that. Can't I take 40 plus 4?
Yeah. You have to write this down.
Yes. So I'm going to put those 2 numbers in my parentheses because I'm taking this 44 and breaking it down to 2 easier numbers.
What does that be?
Now I'm going to keep the 9 on the outside. So I still need to use my distributive property to solve. So now I'm going to take 9 times 40. So when I look at 9 times 40, anything that ends in a 0 I can just add at the end. So what's 9 times 4? 36, and I'm going to add the 0 to it, plus 9 times 4 again, 36. Can I add 360 plus 36? Yes. Chad, I'm up here, not back there.
Can you just take off the 0?
No, I can't just take off the 0. I'd have to line them up. So I'd have to take 360 plus 36. 0 plus 6? 6. 6 plus 3? 9. 3. So 396. So 9 times 44 is 396. Alright, let's try another one. 5 times 23. So what am I going to break 23 down to make it easier to work with? 20 and 3, good. So what number stays on the outside of my parentheses? 5. So I have 5, and then 20 plus 3 in parentheses. So now I got to take 5 times 20. So again, I'm just taking 5 times 2, which is 10, adding a 0, plus 5 times 3, 15. What is 100 plus 15?
115.
115. One more. 6 times 72. So what number is going on the outside of the parentheses? 6. What's going inside the parentheses? 70 plus 2. Now what? 6 times 70, which is? Take 6 times 7 and add a 0. So what's 6 times 7? What was it? 42. Add a 0. 6 times 2? 12. So 420 plus 12? What's 2 plus 0? 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. 4 plus 0. 432. Questions on the distributive property. Nico.
Could you could you put 100, like 100, and then
Like this number be 100 and something?
no, the 6.
That one?
Yeah.
And make it 100? You could. It would be harder.
Oh.
But you could.